Alex never thought he'd end up working in space. He wasn't a pilot or a scientist or even particularly good with technology. He was a janitor. So when the Galactic Trade Union offered him 15,000 units a cycle to clean toilets on a cargo frigate, he almost fell off his chair. That was 5 times what he made back on Earth mopping up coffee spills in the fusion plant. He'd heard rumors. Humans were lucky charms. Not required exactly, but ships with humans on board got lower insurance premiums. Something about unpredictable problem-solving ability and tendency toward miraculous survival. Whatever the reason, Alex wasn't about to argue with that kind of paycheck. The crew of the Silver Current was polite, painfully polite. They smiled too much. They called him Mr. Human, even when he messed up. Like the time he offered the Ragua engineers some of his coffee during break. He didn't know caffeine to them was like injecting liquid lightning. Within minutes, 2 were in the med bay with heart rates over 400, and the third was naked, clinging to the mess hall ceiling, declaring himself the god of velocity. Alex had to talk him down with a broom. They thanked him afterward. Thanked him. Then there was the Borgen Navigator incident. Alex, bored and seeking entertainment, thought it'd be funny to jump out from behind a crate and yell, "Boo!" Turns out Borgen have a fight-or-flight response that involves stopping 2 of their 3 hearts and falling into a coma. The poor thing was out cold for a month. After that, the captain, the tall insectoid Zeltrak, stopped looking Alex in the eye. By the time the Silver Current reached the Zeta trade route, Alex was sure he was about to be sent home. His miracle human factor wasn't living up to expectations. Then the Rovak marauders came, 6-limbed lizard brutes known for raiding cargo ships and selling crews to slave markets. The alarm blared. The captain shouted orders. The ship shook. Alex did what any sane janitor would do. He hid in an air vent. It was supposed to be temporary. He was cleaning the lavatories when the shooting started. He climbed up with his mop, bucket, and a half-finished energy drink. Alex crawled slowly through the air vent, looking for some way to escape. From his hiding spot, he could hear boots, weapons fire, and, unfortunately, the Rovak discussing which crew members to eat first. Then he heard it, a sharp zap, followed by an angry hiss of electricity. Alex froze. His half-finished energy drink had slipped from his hand, and now it was dripping steadily through the vent, right onto a Rovak's energy lance below. The lizard brute looked up, blinking at the droplets sizzling on his weapon, and locked eyes with Alex through the grate. There was a heartbeat of stillness. Then chaos. The Rovak roared and fired. Unfortunately for him, the weapon wasn't built with spill resistance in mind. The wet circuitry spat, sparked, and detonated in a burst of blue fire. The blast didn't hit Alex, but it did blow out the supports of the vent. The entire duct collapsed in a clattering chain reaction, dumping Alex unceremoniously onto the floor in a cloud of dust and smoke. Before he could think, he saw an unconscious Rovak sprawled nearby and instinctively grabbed its blaster. More shouting echoed from down the corridor. Heavy boots, claws on metal. Panic kicked in. Alex turned to run and immediately slipped on his own mop. Flailing wildly, he squeezed the trigger. A single plasma bolt screamed down the corridor and vanished around a corner, followed by a deep boom and the sudden whoosh of decompression. Emergency bulkheads slammed shut all along the passage. When the smoke cleared, Alex blinked up at the viewing port. Several Rovak were now floating serenely past in the vacuum, looking rather deceased. By the time the crew found him, Alex was standing in a puddle of foam, holding a mop in one hand and a smoking blaster in the other, wide-eyed, looking like a very confused action hero. When the Galactic Trade Board heard about it, they called it an exemplary display of human ingenuity under pressure. The captain personally apologized for ever doubting him and requested a statue of Alex for the ship's recreation deck. He got a pay raise, he got a bonus. And the insurance premium? It dropped another 1.2%. Alex still insists it was luck. The crew insists it was destiny. The insurance company calls it statistical human event number 428. But every ship in the galaxy now wants one. A human janitor, just in case the impossible happens.